Geobyte.
Hi students, welcome to the Geobyte Diploma series. We have been discussing the problems for shear force and bending moment diagrams. This is one of the important problems asked in Telangana State Board examination in the year 2011. The data is given for constructing the load diagram and to draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams. You please sit comfortably. Don't try to listen the class by moving here and there. Sit calmly to listen the class comfortably. The problem is a beam of length 10 meters has supports at its ends. Means given problem is for a simply supported beam. Given problem is for a simply supported beam of length 10 meters. This is one support and this is the another support. The length of that beam is 10 meter. 10 meters. A and B. A and B. Okay. It carries a point load 4 kilonewtons from 4 kilonewtons at 3 meters from 3 meters from A. From A at a distance of 3 meters. At a distance of 3 meters. The 3 meters distance where the 4 kilonewtons point load is acting, and a point load 4 kilonewtons at 7 meters from A. At 7 meters from A, somewhere here, this is the 7 meters from A, the load is 4 kilonewtons. Then the remaining distance, of course, this is also 3 meters because the total distance is equal to 10 meters, and carries it carries it carries a uniformly distributed load of 2 kilonewton per meter between the point loads. Between the 2 point loads, UDL is acting like this. This is the UDL. The magnitude of the UDL is 2 kilonewton per meter. For this case, you are asked to decide the shear force and bending moment diagram. You know, loads are acting at the same distance. Look at the diagram. Loads are acting at the same distance with same magnitude of the loads. Therefore, definitely for this case, reaction at A equal to reaction at B, both are equally sharing, RA equal to RB. The total point loads 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 2 into 4, UDL into UDL distance, 2 into 4, 8, 8 plus 8, 16, 16 by 2. It is like this. 1 minute, I will write it clearly. 4 plus 4 plus 2 into 4, 2 into 4 divided by 2. It is equal to 16 by 2 equal to 8 kilonewtons. Otherwise, you can also decide from our general procedure. It is 8 kilonewtons. The other side also 8 kilonewtons. Now, let us find the shear force values. Shear force calculations. SF calculations. Downward forces positive, upward forces generally taken negative. Now shear force at B At B it is upward force. Upward force is negative. Let us write it clearly. For avoiding the confusion, the upward force is negative. Shear force at B. At B it is minus 8 because it is upward force. Similarly, shear force at, let this is the C, D. Shear force at C, already minus 8 kilonewton is there. Exact, let's see, there is a point load plus 4 equal to minus 4 kilonewton. Next, SF at just before D, because at D two effects are there, one UDL effect, one point load effect. For that, first we are finding the SF at just before D. For finding the SF at just before D, you consider only effect of point load, effect of UDL, not point load. For just before D, you consider the effect of only UDL. Minus 4 kilonewton is already there, plus the UDL is developing the downward force. UDL multiplied by UDL distance 4 meters. It is plus 4 kilonewton. Similarly, SF at exactly D equal to plus 4, again plus 4, already 4 is there, plus 4, it is 8 kilonewton. Then SF at shear force at exactly A, already 8 is there, plus exactly at A it is upward force negative equal to 0. That is the shear force calculations. Now let us construct the shear force diagram. For that you need to project the vertical lines from the respective points. Now take a reference line A, B, C, D. Above the reference line, I am going to take the positive values, below negative values. SF at exactly B, minus 8, it is downside, 8 kilonewtons. At C, it is minus 4, downside. SF at just before D, plus 4. SF at D, exactly D, 8 kilonewtons. And SF at A, 0. Start from B, go for the value, come to the next line, go for the value. Between the C and D, effect is UDL. Under UDL, 1 minute. Under UDL, it should be a straight line variation. 1 minute. It should be a straight line variation like this. Then go for the load, come to the next line, come to the value like this. This is the shear force diagram. Now let us mark the boundary like this. It gives good appearance also. So this is the better to use the pencil for constructing the SFD and BMD in your exam. So this is the shear force diagram, SFD. Now look at the SFD. Somewhere at K, at a distance of somewhere at K at a distance of X, the SF value changing its sign from negative to positive. At that point bending moment will be maximum. To know the maximum bending moment value at point K or state K, you need to find the X. SF at K equal to 0. SF at K equal to 0. Now let us find the SF at K. SF at K minus 8 kilonewtons as a reaction plus 4 plus UDL multiplied by UDL distance up to K 2 into X. 2 into X is equal to 0. From this 2x equal to 4 or x equal to, from this I can decide the x equal to 2 meters. That means the maximum bending moment is occurring at a distance of 2 meters from the C. At that point K, you need to find the maximum bending moment. Now let us go for the bending moment calculations. Let us go for the bending moment calculations. Bending moment calculations. Here I should take the clockwise moments as negative, anti-clockwise moments positive. As we know, bending moment at B equal to 0 and bending moment at A also equal to 0. For a simply supported beam, bending moment at both ends equal to 0. Now let us find the bending moment at C equal to, you count how many loads are there before C. Only one reaction is there. That reaction is causing for anti-clockwise moment. Anti-clockwise moments are taken as positive. So 8 multiplied by distance up to C, 8 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 24 kilonewton meter. That is the bending moment at C. Next, maximum bending moment at K or at a distance of 2 meters. This is 2 meters. At a distance of 2 meters from the C, you need to find the maximum bending moment at K. Let us find the maximum bending moment at K. How many loads are there before K? 3 loads are there. One is reaction, 8 multiplied by distance up to K, 3 plus 2, 5, minus 4 into 2, effect of point load. Effect of UDL here is 2 kilonewton per meter. UDL multiplied by UDL distance first. UDL multiplied by UDL distance gives the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of that K distance. So UDL multiplied by UDL distance is giving the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the DC. From that middle point you take the distance up to K, that is 2 by 1 equal to 1. Simplify that value. Similarly, let us last point, bending moment at D. Bending moment at D equal to, count how many loads are there before D. One reaction at B, one point load at C, one UDL in between the C and D. So SF at D equal to, so not SF, BM at D equal to 8 into the distance up to D, that is 7, minus 4 into 4, minus 2 into UDL distance gives the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the CD. The distance from middle to D, that is 2 meters. Simplify the values. Yes, I got the BM at C equal to 24 kilonewton meter, BM at D also 24 kilonewton meter, and maximum bending moment at K equal to 28 kilonewton meter. Now with this information, let us construct the BM diagram. For that, you need to project the vertical lines from the respective points like this. Now you take the reference line, take the reference line, bending moment diagram is always in positive side. In case of simply supported beam, this is positive, negative, project from K also for marking the maximum bending moment like this. Okay, this is the A, this is the B, C, K and D. Bending moment at A equal to 0, B equal to 0. Bending moment at C, 24 kilonewton meter. Bending moment at D also 24 because it is equally loaded, and maximum bending moment is found at the K, middle of the DC. This may be 28. Now effect of point load is maintaining the straight line variation. Effect of UDL parabolic variation like this. 1 minute should be drawn. Like this. Then this is the effect of point load. I hope all of you clearly understood. Then boundary. This is the boundary for the bending moment diagram. BMD. That is how you can construct the bending moment diagram for the given data. Dear students, I hope all of you understood. Practice this problem also minimum 2 times. Let us go for the one more problem. Look at the next problem. A beam of length 10 meters is simply supported over a beam of length 10 meters is simply supported over a span of 8 meters and is having 2 meters span beyond the right end support. Okay, it is for overhanging beam. Let us construct the beam first. Let us construct the beam. The total length is 10 meters, but the supports are available for the length of 8 meters. So beyond this 2 meter length. Next, so it's a overhanging beam. It carries UDL of 2 kilonewton per meter for the left half of the beam and a point load 4 kilonewton at a distance of 10 meters from the left end. From the left end for the first half means 5 meters. Total distance of the total span of the beam is 10 meters. For the first half meter from left, UDL is acting. This is the 5 meters. If this is the 5, this is the 3 meters. Okay, the magnitude of that load is given 2 kilonewton per meter. Next, and a point load of 4 kilonewton at a distance of 10 meters from the left hand support. 10 meters means exactly at the end. The load is 4 kilonewtons. Okay. Draw the shear force and bending moment diagrams stating the point of contraflexure. Point of contraflexure means the point where the bending moment diagram changes its sign from negative to positive or positive to negative is called a point of contraflexure. At that point of contraflexure, bending moment is 0. Now, first let us find the reactions at A and B. Reactions at A and B. This is the A, B, C, D. RA be the reaction at A, RB be the reaction at B. First let us find the RA plus RB. RA plus RB equal sum of the loads. It is 4 plus UDL into UDL distance, 2 into 5. It is equal to 14 kilonewtons. Now to find the shear, RA, RB separately, I am taking the moments about A. With respect to A, the reaction is developing the anti-clockwise moment, whereas loads are developing the clockwise moments. Just you need to equate clockwise moments with anti-clockwise moments. Here anti-clockwise moment is RB into up to distance A, that is 8. It must be equal to 4 into point load into distance up to A, 10 meters, plus UDL effect. From the UDL, you have to convert it to point load. First you multiply UDL with UDL distance for getting the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the AD, from that middle point to up to distance A, that is 2.5. Now from this you can find the RB value. From this RB, you simplify it for getting RB equal to 8.125 kilonewtons. Wait a minute. Whereas RA equal to 14 minus 8.125, that is 5.875 kilonewtons. Once again, RA equal to 14 minus 8.125. Okay. RB I got is 8.125, whereas RA I got is 5.875. Right. Now let us go for the shear force calculations. Shear force calculations. Downward force is taken as positive, upward force is taken as negative. Now I am finding the shear force values from right to left. Shear force at C equal to, it is downward force 4 kilonewtons. Shear force at B, already 4 is there, minus at B it is upward force negative minus 8.125, it is equal to minus 4.125 kilonewton. Shear force at D already minus 4.125 kilonewtons load is there, but at D there is no load, plus 0 equal to minus 4.125 kilonewtons. Shear force at just before A, because at A there are two effects. One is UDL effect, other one is point load effect. For finding the shear force at just before A, you should consider only effect of UDL minus 4.125 already is there, plus UDL multiplied by UDL distance 2 into 5. So the resultant value is 5.875. You simplify it, definitely you will get the same value. Now SF at exactly A already 5.875 kilonewtons load is there, minus, because at A reaction is upward, minus 5.875, simply it is equal to 0. For this information, let us construct the shear force diagram. For that, project the vertical lines like this from the respective points. So select the reference line like this. Points are A, B, it supports C, D. Okay. Shear force at C plus 4 kilonewtons plus 4. Shear force at B minus 4.125. Shear force at just before A, of course, at D also same 4.125. SF at just before A 5 point somewhere here 5.875, exactly A it is 0. Start from the C, go for the value, come to the next line, go for the value, come to the next line, go for the value. Under UDL, the SFD shear force diagram is varying linearly, therefore it is a straight line. Come to the value. This is the shear force diagram. The boundary is like this. This is the boundary. Boundary marking is also equally important. Like this. Draw it neatly for getting the full marks. These are very easy problems. You can get the full marks once you maintain the neatness. You need not to remember even single formula for SFD and BMD. These are all based on logical information. This is the shear force diagram. SFD. Now look at the SFD diagram, shear force diagram. At this point K, let me mark it like this. At this point K, the SF diagram changes its sign. SF diagram changes its sign from negative to positive. There bending moment will be maximum. So this is the point K is lying at a distance of x from the B. For finding the maximum bending moment at that K, you need to find the distance x. So SF at SF at K, SF at K equal to 0. Let us find the SF value up to K plus 4, that is the point load, minus 8.125 plus UDL into UDL distance 2 into x. it must be equal to 0 because at k SF equal to 0. It is minus 4.25. So from this x equal to 4.125 divided by 2, simplify the value. 4.125 divided by 2 is giving 2.06 meters. 2.06 meters. So maximum bending moment is occurring at a distance of 2.06 meters from D. Now let us minimize the diagram because I need to find the, okay, like this. One minute, like that, for finding the bending moment values, right? Now BM calculations. Clockwise moment should be taken negative, anti-clockwise moment should be taken positive. Now BM at C equal to 0, BM at C equal to 0, and BM at A also equal to 0. Next, BM at B, BM at B equal to minus 4 into, because it is developing the clockwise moment, negative, minus 4 into 2, it is equal to minus 8 kilonewton meter. Next, BM at D, BM at D equal to minus 4 into 5 plus the reaction is developing the anti-clockwise moment, 8.125 into 3. Next, maximum bending moment at K. This K distance is 2.06 meter, right? Maximum bending moment at K equal to minus 4 into distance up to K, that is 7.06 plus 8.125 into 3 plus 2.0, 5.06 minus UDL into UDL distance of X, 2 into 2.06 is giving the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the X into 2.06 by 2. Simplify the value. I got bending moment at D is 4.375 and the maximum bending moment at K is 8.625 kilonewton meter. Now for constructing the bending moment diagram, we have to project the vertical lines from the respective points like this. You have to project the vertical lines from the respective points like this. Bending moment is coming only in the positive side. I need not to maintain space for the BMD at the downside of the reference line. This is the reference line. With respect to reference line, this may be the positive, negative. Here the points are like A, B at the other support, C, D, and this is the point K for maximum bending moment. Bending moment at A equal to 0. Bending moment at C also equal to 0. Bending moment at B. Oh, this is the, okay, it's no. Okay, definitely you are getting the 1 minute. Dear students, I thought that this is the simply supported beam. It is not a simply supported beam. It is the overhanging beam. Bending moment diagram comes on both sides of the reference line. For that, let us decide the BM value at the left side of the SFD. 1 minute. Once again I will find the BM at D. BM at D equal to minus 4 into distance up to D is 5 plus 8.125 into distance up to 3. Okay, leave some space for writing the value. Then maximum bending moment at K. Maximum bending moment at K equal to minus 4 into distance up to K. Minus 4 into distance up to K, it is 7.06 plus, I will write here, plus 8.125 multiplied by distance up to K, 5.06 minus effect of UDL 2 into 2.06 multiplied by 2.06 by 2. UDL into UDL distance gives the point load. Assume that point load is acting at the middle of the DK. From that middle point you take the distance up to K. You simplify these two values. 1 minute. I got the maximum bending moment at K 8.628 kilonewton meter. Bending moment at D is 4.375 kilonewton meter. So for this you have to project the lines below the reference line also, because this is the overhanging beam. I thought that it is a simply supported beam, but it is not simply supported beam. For a simply supported beam only, the bending moment diagram comes in only positive side. For overhanging beam, bending moment diagram comes on both sides of the reference line. With that information, let me construct it. So BM at B, look at the BM at B, minus 8, it is like this, kilonewton meter. BM at D, 4 point, BM at D, 4, it is 4.375. Maximum bending moment at K, 8.628. Somewhere here, 8.628. Under point load, it's a straight line variation. Under UDL, it is parabolic variation. Under point load, it's a straight line variation, like this, straight line variation. Under UDL, it is parabolic. In between the A and D, UDL, like this, parabolic variation. Now let us go for the, now let us enlarge it. Now the boundary is like this. The boundary should be marked like this for the BMD. Like this is the boundary. You are also asked to find the point of contraflexure. This is the BM diagram. As we know, bending moment diagram is changing its sign from negative to positive or positive to negative somewhere at K dash. At that K dash, the bending moment is 0. That point is called point of contraflexure. Let us minimize the diagram to find the point of contraflexure, because it is asked to find the It is also asked stating the point of contraflexure. You are asked to decide the point of contraflexure also. So bending moment at k dash is equal to 0. Then what is the bending moment at k dash? Project the vertical line. This is the, let it be L. This is the L. 1 minute should be draw very careful. This is the L. The bending moment is maximum where the shear force diagram changes its sign from negative to positive. But bending moment is 0. Bending moment is 0 at the point of contraflexure at k dash. That is at a distance of L from the B. Let us find the bending moment at k dash. Find the bending moment at k dash. Minus 4 into up to distance k dash, that is 2 plus L plus 8.125 into L must be equal to 0. Simplify this. Minus 8 minus 4L plus 8.125L must be equal to 0. So it is 4.125 L equal to 8. Therefore L equal to 8 by 4.125. Simplify this value for getting it is 1 minute. I will simplify it. 8 by 4.125. It is 1.93, 1.939, 1.939. Therefore the point of contraflexure is occurring at a distance of 1.939 meter from what point? B. You have to write that point. Therefore let me say change the therefore the point of contraflexure the point of contraflexure is occurring at a distance of 1 minute. At a distance of 1.939 meters from the point B. That is how you can find the point of contraflexure. Point of contraflexure means the point at which the bending moment is 0, or the point at which the bending moment diagram is changing from positive to negative or negative to positive is called point of contraflexure. Remember, point of contraflexure does not occur for either cantilever beam or simply supported beam. It occurs only for overhanging beam. So with this, dear students, I am ending this video. You just go through the video, you try to practice 2-3 times minimum, you try to put on the paper. If you need any clarifications, please don't forget to approach me through the message. Thank you very much for watching this video.
Geobyte.